today, you know, we're gonna see what cave divers do and why they need to be stopped.
I can barely keep my head above the water. Alright, here we go.
Jack and his
Buddies bravely ventured deep into a cave carved by an underground river. Out of the blue, the water rose sharply, and they found themselves in a crisis like never before. The cold water was eating away at their breathing space.
Cave dive.
Nah.
An underwater extreme sport which is done as a way to explore the wonder of caves. You can face wonderful things such as dark, desolate spaces with the sharpest rocks on earth, tight openings where you may have to break your kneecaps to get through, oxygen tanks that can run out and potentially have you suffocate to death.
That is true. There's this thing called underwater caving. And so like basically they dive underwater and go into caves and people die in there because sometimes they don't have enough oxygen in their tanks to get out because they get lost. Shit is crazy, bro.
And if you're mad at me for calling it a sport,
I gotta respect these people. They locked in. I can't respect it, bro. I can't respect it.
or don't get mad, okay? That's what Google says. But when you're in situations like this, it's probably a sport, right?
Are elbow pads gonna be a problem for me? My sweater, anything?
Yeah.
The passage is both rugged and very tight for me.
Okay, cool.
When do you say, you know what? This isn't for me. I won't get through this shit. Let me go back.
The rock camera would be helpful. Is there room to turn around and come back? Oh my goodness. I understand. So Jacob went face first down a drop down there.
Nigga! He just said his man's fell down a drop face first and you're following him? Come on, it's not a job, Tom Jerry. It's a hobby. It's a hobby.
Right through here. But I can keep moving my elbows through, so as long as I can keep bending my elbows,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Oh, I'm too old for this, dude. I am too old for this.
Nigga, you're 45 trying to get this thing. I just realized he is old as shit.
ain't no fucking way, boy.
By the way, people do this as an option in life. It wasn't that mandatory. This was a free will pick. So yeah, cave divers have been the topic of the month. I don't know who or when we started talking about cave divers, but if you go on YouTube, you got a ton of channels documenting the craziest cave diver deaths. And on TikTok, it's become a trend to make fun of them. The joke being, anytime a cave diver sees a tiny crack, they try to slide right in. That may have not sounded right, but y'all get the point.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's nasty, man. Have y'all ever seen the picture of the nigga who is stuck like with his face down like that? That shit's nasty work. How's the stink bug doing? Oh, I took it outside. He flew away. Thanks for checking up on the homie.
Now, my main reason on making this video is trying to find out why the f anyone would do this. Obviously, the main people this appeals to is thrill seekers. There's a whole genre of human who just love doing.
This is also insane. But at least when you're filming it, like, not from this perspective. This perspective, it just looks stupid. But when you're filming it from like the side view, that shit looks cool. There was a video I saw where niggas were doing parkour over like roofs and shit. That shit looks tough. Now, it's incredibly dumb, but it's tough. The cave shit, you don't look dignified. You just look like, yeah, guys, I'm trying to get through this crevice. Like, that shit doesn't look hard. I'm not trying to see that. White people really do anything that could kill them, but are scared to sit next to a black person on a train. I'm saying, bro. Like, what? Make it make sense.
The most death-seeking activities, which we'll talk about later, but we'll focus on cave diving. One of the main reasons for my research on why people do it is because cave diving is seen as one of the last things humans have explored on Earth. Because most people aren't trained to do it and usually think, I can either spend thousands of dollars into learning lessons on how to cave dive properly as a hobby, or buy a gaming PC and run some games with the gang. I'm going with the PC. Honestly, I have no clue how much cave diving lessons cost. It was just a joke. Cave divers, don't come at me. I am a quote with the water gun. But they see it as places where almost...
See, look at this guy. Does this shit look dignified in any way? This nigga looks like he's getting his back blown in. Look at his face right now. This nigga looks like he's taking that shit in deep. We just gotta be honest. Yeah, he gets smothered.
Nobody on Earth has visited. It's like that thing in humanity where everybody wants to be the first at something. And that's usually where a lot of the cases happen, in places that have never been explored. Even if they are though, if you're not professionally equipped, you're gonna end up a peanut butter and rock sandwich. Which is why a lot of the experts say you need to be well trained before going, especially if you're just starting out. One of the most famous cave diving incidents is known as the Nutty Putty Cave incident.
Nutty Putty. Guys, you going into the Nutty Putty Cave? I ain't gonna lie, even if I was a cave diver, I stay far away from the Nutty Putty Cave.
You may have seen your favorite horror YouTuber talk about this for the 20th time, but I'm sorry, I do have to rehash it for the people that may not.
Nutty Putty being your legacy is crazy. I'm saying, bro, like, what actually are we doing?
It all started on November 24th, 2009. A man named John Jones with his brother.
John Jones? Damn, this nigga was born as the wrong John Jones. This nigga could have been an MMA legend, but instead he decided to go into a cave.
Oh no! That is not the shot.
The universe is. That's what I'm saying. John Jones, like, come on, bro. Your doppelganger was out here beating the shit out of niggas.
Most of the cave was mapped out by people exploring it, but not all of it. My brain is way too small to figure out how the they mapped that.
No, this is crazy. Even on the map, they made the shit look narrow. How skinny you gotta be to do this? I don't know. I don't really want to find out though.
John accidentally slipped into the wrong section of the cave though, and got put into a narrow slope in the cave.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about. That's the one I was talking about where his head was like this. He was like this.
I don't know how you don't panic like this, but I would be cooked. And over 27 hours, 130 rescuers were trying to save him. They tried to pull him.
He was like this for 27 hours? That headache must have been insane, bruh.
With a system of pulleys and ropes, but it made things worse. And when one person finally managed to be pulling him out, his rope snapped in half. That's the type of luck.
Hey, John, if you're hearing this, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You didn't deserve that shit, bro. What that police officer say? Rest in Valhalla, my nigga. Niggas finna cancel me.
But sadly, through the next day, they couldn't end up pulling him out, and he ended up dying from cardiac arrest and suffocation in the cave.
Damn.
The whole situation is sad, and John sadly wasn't trained enough for it.
Trained enough? Just say he shouldn't have gone. Family didn't. All right. Yo, bro, you gotta chill. This is a YouTube video. They're gonna think we're insane. Yo, you have to calm down.
I just found out they made a movie recreation of it. Imagine someone close to you dies a tragic death in a scenario like this, and they make it a movie with 5.5 stars on.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it wasn't even a good movie. No. This nigga's legacy is the Nutty Putty Cave and an ass movie. Oh my god. Oh my god.
IMDb and put that on Peacock for free.
Oh no, not Peacock. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. NFL games be on Peacock. They be trying hard as shit to get that subscription, bro. Fuck that shit. I ain't never getting Peacock. Fuck Peacock, bro.
At least put it on Netflix. Now we gotta lay down one thing about cave diving. Obviously, by the amount of people that do them, it's not a casual thing of a cave diver going out to
the action adventure twins. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We're sensitive. I'm seeing a theme here though, because like the individuals who are doing this shit are not of the melanin variety. I will say. No hate though.
And being packed up immediately. It's more of a when a situation does happen, it becomes a big thing that people talk about because the situations are so crazy. Think of it like the stories y'all are seeing now about the planes malfunctioning all over the world. Meanwhile, just in the USA, there's 16 million flights a year. I don't blame people for not taking those odds though. This year, it feels like planes have been deciding to give up on purpose. Another reason.
Oh yeah, at the beginning of this year. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was on a plane. It was cool. Never take Emirati's plane. Why? Do they fall out the sky or some shit? What's your beef with Emirati's planes?
Cave divers do it is to see the formations of the cave, and
they always crash. Okay, well, noted. I won't take the chance.
Do it is to see the formations of the cave and how cool they look. And I can admit, they look pretty cool.
Hey, this is why we have these niggas though, so we can see the formations of the caves on YouTube videos where it's safe.
Not worth risking my life to death type of cool, but I can give it a thumbs up. People also find new species when going cave. Who doesn't want to be a person who could say they found a whole species? A lot of times it is pretty useless though, like worms and shrimps, but at least you can name yourself after it. I also found this post about some cave divers explaining why they personally do it. And yes, this Reddit is called r/caving. Nowadays, anybody got a Reddit. The person said, so a few days ago, I came across caving accidents on YouTube, and I've been terrified of the concept of caving since then. I'm not making this post disrespectful by any means, but I'm just genuinely curious. The top comment is, why do anything that's not required to exist? It's fun and fulfills desires. Same with most activities in the outdoors.
It's fun and fulfills desire. What desire?
I would say not every activity is like cave diving outdoors. You know, you got hiking. I feel like that's pretty safe as long as you go.
I love hiking. Shout out to hiking.
Pretty well past area. You know, you also got fishing too. Most of us don't shy away from what ifs. You could expire in a desert if you're not prepared, or in another risky activity. Oh my god, I can't read. Mountaineering? What is that?
This nigga's sped, bro. It's mountaineering, bro. Come on. Open up a book, please. Just read, nigga, please. Damn. I
don't think I've ever heard of that. Oh my god, that's this? This is by far worse.
That's this. He didn't even say the word. Anyway, mountaineering. If you guys didn't notice, niggas are stuck right now on Mount Everest. Look, people trapped on Mount Everest. They were stuck because of a sudden blizzard. Imagine getting stuck on Mount Everest. I would never try to climb Mount Everest. They got lucky. They got saved. Look at them, bro. Why? Why do that to yourself? 880 people. Stop. Find another hobby. It's not that deep. You don't need to see the top of Mount Everest. It wasn't meant for humans. Anyways.
Worse than cave diving, because genuinely, bro, like, that ice gives up, that ice melts a little bit, you're cooked. I think the crazy mountaineering activity I'll never understand is Mount Everest. Like, Mount Everest is so dangerous.
They have bodies as checkpoint.
What? Having bodies as a checkpoint because they can't remove them anyways. That's so crazy. That's such a crazy thing, though.
Cave divers with loving family when they find a 0.0001 centimeter called the devil's anus and they dive into it. The TikTokers have invaded the cave diving subreddit.
Damn.
Come on, y'all. This is their haven, bro. Can we leave r/caving as the cavers Reddit as their place? Those cave diving accident YouTube videos are usually low effort and inaccurate. I feel like from a lot of the videos I've seen, they're like really detailed though. Like they'll go into a full breakdown of the timeline.
Niggas say inaccurate because the niggas end up dying.
It's fun. I like it, and no one can bother me when I'm in a cave.
Nigga, no one can bother you when you're at home too, bro.
I mean, there's a lot of places though where you can't be bothered.
Caucasian located. He probably doesn't have a home. I didn't think about that one. That's my fault. That's me.
Go to a desert, the middle of the ocean. For me, it's mostly for the beauty and peacefulness of caves, the feeling of adventure, the scientific aspect of it too. Also, what I love about caving is the feeling of doing something tiring, painful, and difficult, but laughing all through it because you are with your friends.
Oh, brother.
I hope that gave y'all more insight into why the cave divers like doing it. And I know everybody's making fun of cave divers and clowning them, but something I think is way worse of a thrill seeker activity is all those
Some people jump out of planes and let other people catch them? What? There's no way that's a thing. We'll check that out afterwards.
Parkour videos back in the day that used to go viral. I don't know why in the 2010s the thing was parkour and people doing double backflips off buildings. But it's another one of those free will things people choose to do with their life. Like these will straight up climb skyscrapers in the clouds to get the thrill.
So these are part. Whoa! Hold on, these are skyscrapers. Hell nah, bro. See some shit like this, I might have a heart attack on that shit, bro. Don't put me on that shit. No. He's still going further up. No safety gear, by the way.
I feel like I'm gonna fall off by just watching these videos. And for them, it's even more of an adrenaline high on why they do it. I guess the dopamine released on the risk of falling is just too good to pass up on. There's another well-known incident that happened with this thrill-seeking activity that went viral a couple years ago. Shocking, wonder how it could go wrong. His name was Wu Yongning, and he was a famous guy on social media.
Our first non-caucus contestant. Shout out to Wu Yongning! Shout out to Wu Yongning, bro.
And he was a famous guy on social media for doing all types of crazy roof climbs. These pictures look straight up photoshopped.
Oh, hell no. This thing is insane. Oh, hell no. Oh, my God. Yo, this nigga for sure died, bro. Hey, yo, bro. Like, nigga, he's out there with the selfie stick. That means he can only use one hand. Yo, bro.
I want to know how the f in a picture like this you keep your balance. One wind gust and you're out clean. He was recording a video for a challenge that offered some money for who had the best rooftop climb. And on camera, while recording,
that nigga lost his life in a challenge. If I ever do some shit like that, y'all just know that I've lost my mind and just treat me how you treat Kanye. Because at that point, I'm not a real person.
or in American terms, 1,120 feet. And this whole incident I'm talking about, it's on the internet. Like, you can exactly see how it goes until he falls. It's disturbing to know as soon as he's out of the frame, he's going probably for another couple of seconds before hitting the ground and splatting to his death.
Subscribe. Appreciate it.
And what I notice in a lot of these type of activities,
he tried to take the white man's hobby and die. All right, that's enough. We're done with this video.